So moving on, let's get right to the thick of it. The graphics cards. You can see I've got one right here, and then I'm going to lift one onto the top of the other just to prove that I have two of them. And yeah, they're the MSI Lightning Extreme Edition GTX 580s, and I'm going to be putting those in SLI. From what I've seen, these things are really nice. They come factory overclocked already, and I mean, it's probably not a huge overclock, but I'm going to see if how far I can push it when it comes to overclocking the cards with MSI Afterburner. And other things about this card, I mean, it's just great. The cooling on it, from what I've seen, is amazing. It cools really, really well. They've also put some new technologies on this thing. One I really like is the dust removal technology, where basically when you first start up your system, the fans on it will reverse and it will shoot all the dust out. And I mean, yeah, it gets into the rest of your case, but at least you don't have to take the heatsink off of your graphics cards to clean them off, which is really nice. So, because with this new dust removal technology, hopefully it will get the dust out effectively so that when I am overclocking sometime in the future, sometime in the future they won't start overheating because of dust that's getting in it, and then I have to take off the whole heat sink and mess with all that, which I don't want to do. So yeah, I'm hoping that works really well. There's another little gimmick here that's, I don't know how they do it, but it's called Smart Temperature Sensor Tech. And basically what it does is when the card starts getting hot, the hotter it gets, the fans start out blue. They're colored blue. And when the card gets hotter, they start turning white. I don't know how they figured out how to do that. I honestly have no idea how they did that. But it is pretty cool, I'll admit. But the thing about it is that I don't know how you'd ever notice that, because when it's in your case, you're not going to be able to see the fans on the graphics card. So we'll see what happens with that. I mean, I'm probably never going to notice it. I mean, it would be great for a test bench. It would be amazing for a test bench. But when it comes to a normal case, I just don't really see the utility to it, unless you have something like a, Silverstone Raven or something, where the motherboard tray is flipped on its side. That's the only real way I feel like you could see the fans on these things. But anyway, moving on. I also have the Zonar Essence SDX from Asus. It's a sound card. If I open it up here, you can see it. And it's supposed to be a really nice sound card, but if you're looking for surround sound, don't get it, because it's only good for stereo sound. It's supposed to have amazing quality, but it's only good for stereo sound. So what I'm doing with this is I'm getting some Polk audio speakers that I'm going to be hooking up with it. I'm getting 2 speakers and a subwoofer, and that should be really nice on this thing. So we'll see how that works out. And then in addition to that, someone also recommended these headphones to me. They are the Sennheiser, or Sennheiser. I'm not exactly sure how you pronounce it. The HD 55 or 558s, and they're supposed to be really, really good quality headphones. I'll see how they sound with the sound card once I actually get this thing built and start listening to it. So moving on to, before we get to the case, let's just go through the fans that I have here. You can see I still have 2 sickle flows that I have to put on the Corsair H100. And then I have another sickle flow that I'm hoping to put on the video card bracket inside the case, because the video card bracket will be able to feed fresh air to the graphics cards, which just makes them even cooler, which will be nice for overclocking and just keeping the cards cool. So I'm hoping these cards will fit with the bracket though, because these cards are pretty big, and I know not all the cards will fit with that bracket. And I've got another Megaflow 200mm from Cooler Master, which is going to be going into the case at the top right here. This is, of course, if you haven't figured it out already, the Cooler Master Half X case that I'm going to be putting everything in. Looks amazing. I mean, the build quality on this is top notch. I mean, the metal on it does not bend at all, so that should be really, really nice. It's got tons of space. I mean, there's nothing bad I can say about this case so far, but at the same time, I haven't exactly built anything inside it yet, so if I run into any complications, I'll let you guys know. But yeah, basically, that's my build so far. Oh, and by the way, the Half X that I have here isn't the normal Half X, I guess. I mean, it's the blue edition of the Half X, which is kind of a Newegg exclusive, which I guess they take all the fans out and they replace them with blue LED fans. And the reason I did that was because my whole build right here is basically going to be a blue and black theme, because most of the parts that you're actually going to be able to see all match and they're all blue and black. So that should look really sharp. But yeah, that's it so far, and I know you're probably like, hey, he's missing some stuff, because I am right now. I'm missing the power supply, and that should be getting here today sometime. When I checked the tracking information, they said it should be getting here sometime near the end of today, so hopefully I will get that soon. And it is going to be the Corsair AX 1200 watt 80 plus gold power supply. It's fully modular, and the thing's going to be really nice, and just powering all of this stuff. And I love the fact that it's modular and is really, really efficient. So that should be getting here later today. So that's about it though. I mean, there are a few other things that will be coming in the mail. I'm getting a, what is it called? It's the Antec Veris Multimedia Station Premiere, which is going to go in the front right here at the top, and it's going to take up two 5 1/4 inch bays. And basically what it is it's an infrared receiver, so you can use a remote with your computer, which will be really nice for just watching movies or YouTube videos, so that you can just like chill on a couch or your bed or something and just watch movies with a remote and stuff. So that should be really nice. Then the other thing I really like about it is that it's going to have a display at the top here that's basically just going to show system information, and then if you're playing music, it'll show like the little, I don't remember what you call it, but it's basically the little lines that jump up and down when you're listening to music. So yeah, that should be really cool when it comes. But yeah, other than those few parts that I'm still waiting for, this is my build right here, and I'm going to be putting it together, and I'll get back to you guys once it's completely built, and I'll show it off, and then I'll run some benchmarks. I'm thinking 3D Mark 11 and Crystal Disc Mark for the Patriot Wildfire. And I mean, what else could I do? Maybe I'll do a Heaven benchmark too, so we'll see how that goes. And also, I just bought over here Battlefield 3. So if any of you guys play Battlefield 3, you want to play sometime, let me know, and I'll jump online, join you guys. So just leave a comment on this video if you want to play sometime, or send me a message, and it should be a fun, good time. So yeah, that's my build so far. I'll be coming back to you guys with some benchmarks and the complete build. And that would be my dog barking. So I'm going to end this video.